What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm taking out the old smoke pole. I'm talking about the muzzleloader, and we're gonna see if we can't put a nice freezer queen down. Let's jump into it. What a roller coaster of a season it has been. Came in downwind, it actually winded me. We are out today. It's December 26th, a day after Christmas. Hope you guys had a good one. I know I did. And we are trying to put down a big doe. There's one doe in particular that has 4 white feet, and I've actually had 2 or 3 different encounters with her trying to put her down with my bow, but they're hitting this field, and there's just no telling where they're going to come out or how far away they're going to be. So I had a chance to even the odds, and today is the start of muzzleloader season, so I'm going to try and take it. And there's a couple of other big nanny does that I probably wouldn't pass on if she wasn't around, but I'm hoping that old White Sox steps out and then I get to put her down. I'm out here a little bit later than I would like to be because it took me forever to find something small enough to clean the little breach in my muzzleloader to make sure I wasn't going to have a dud shot. But I got that done, and I'm pulling up to the spot now, so I am going to haul ass to the tree, and I will talk to you guys once I'm set up. All right, guys, well, I made it to the tree, got set up super fast. I'm pretty quiet. I got a really decent wind to hump both spots I've been seeing these deer come out at. I did softly bump about 4 deer out of the field. They never got my wind, which is good, so they may be back. I couldn't verify if that white-footed doe was in them or not, but she's been running around with a group of 3, and that was 5 or 6 deer. I couldn't exactly tell, but a bigger group than she's normally with. So hopefully she either wasn't with them or she was, and they'll come back. But like I said, I got a good wind for both of these spots. These deer have been coming out either here or here, and my wind is going straight back behind me. So I'm kind of set up in a CRP strip between 2 different fields, and there's a 3rd field in the back, and they've been coming out into both of these fields and feeding, and it doesn't look overly green, so I don't know what's drawing them to it. But I've been skunked 3 times in a row before I started hunting over here, and I have seen like at least 12 deer every night that I've been out here. So for whatever reason, they're here, and hopefully that white-footed doe steps out, or one of those bigger nannies. My own muzzleloader's about on its last leg. There's a little metal piece years ago that broke that holds the forend on. Oh, one of them does is back out in the field. Shit. There's 2 does that came out. One was a pretty nice mature nanny, and the other one was a yearling, but neither one of them had the white feet. It's early enough and calm enough out that I think I'm going to hold out. See if that bigger group steps out and see if the one with the white feet is with them. I'd really like to have that one. And the night is young enough, I'm positive I'm going to see more deer out here tonight, if it went like any other night. But I was saying before that happened that the old muzzleloader may be on its last leg. The forend's been, for a couple of years now, being held on with steel strips because there's a little metal bracket in there that popped off. And the hammer is getting, something's wrong with it. You know, it doesn't like to cock back all the time. And just for safety reasons, I think after this season I'm going to retire it, but I'm hoping it's got one more in it. There's a group of about 5 does. They've been in that field for a minute or 2. And I've been glassing them pretty heavy to see if I can see if one has the white feet. And so far, I don't think so. It's hard to tell though, because they're about 200 yards away in the grasses. Not deep, but it's tall enough that I can't see the feet very well. But there is a really big nanny over there, and so if she sticks around, very much longer and I don't get a sight of that other one, I'm probably going to try to take her. I'd like him to get a little bit closer. I can't shoot that far, but I'd like him to get a little bit closer. But I got 2 fawns out in front of me now, and they're a lot closer. And I just heard a big group of deer working their way across the ridge. So I don't think it'll be too long and I'll have something pretty close. And hopefully it's a different group of deer. Well, that doe with white feet came out. And that's the hard part about self-filming, is that sometimes it doesn't always work out. She wouldn't stop moving, and I couldn't get her in focus through a lot of the branches that were in front of me. And I don't know if she saw me or she just boogered out for whatever reason, but her and about 4 other deer just headed back into the timber, so I don't know what happened. My night's probably shot because of that. I'm gonna have to pick a different tree if I'm gonna hunt here. There is no cover. I can't make any moves. They're about 150 yards and I'm not certain they picked me, but I don't know what else they would be boogering about. That's how it goes sometimes, though. So I guess if any big mature doe steps out from this point forward in the night, I'll probably try to take her. But that was my shot at the one with the white feet. So I was just sitting here thinking about what happened. I had 2 fawns in the field, and I had them in there for like 30 minutes. They had no idea I was here. She's she's not like a super old doe, but she's definitely a bigger, more mature doe. She wasn't in the field for like 2 minutes and pegged me right in this tree. I believe she pegged me. Now I seen a coyote right after. Maybe she was looking at that and I hadn't seen it yet. It'd make me feel a little bit better. But it's hard to say, but those younger deer were just eating there carefree for like 30 minutes. Big deer steps out 5 minutes later. It's all over. But they're a lot. I don't think they're smarter. They just pay so much more attention to everything that's going on. It's insane. Well, that was a longer shot, but I think I was able to put it right in the boiler house. I'm gonna get down and check for blood before it gets too awful dark, but I feel pretty good about that. She immediately came out and seen me again. She immediately came out and pegged me, and so I just put the old crosshairs on her, and well, we'll see what we got here in a minute, hopefully. Well, guys, I went down and checked, and I did for sure kill a deer. Was not the doe with the white foot. I glassed him, and I thought I had her picked out in the crowd, you know, because there's probably about 9 deer that came out, and she got mixed up. And one of them seen me. She was the one who seen me last time and started stomping and was starting to blow. And I thought it was her, so I put the crosshairs on her and pulled the trigger. And it's a nice big doe, but it's not the one with the white feet. But it'll eat just the same. And I think you only get one antlerless rifle tag in Missouri, so unless I happen to catch up with that deer with a bow, that's probably going to be my last attempt at hunting that deer, and I'll have to make a pass at her next year. But I got a deer down. I'm tearing down the stand real quick because I left my headlamp in the truck, so I'll take you guys back over there with me when I go pull her out. She didn't run, maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 yards, something like that, and I'll show you what we got here in just a second. We're gonna run over here and pull her out so she's easier to find. She died just inside the woods. I mean, probably a 30-yard run and fell dead inside the woods. So we're gonna pull her out. That way she's easier to find when I come back with a headlamp. I didn't even look for blood. Daylight was starting to fade and I didn't have a headlamp on me, so I kind of just went to the spot where I seen them all run in, and she is piled up right there. So okay guys, here we are. Pretty decent sized Missouri late season doe. That's the exit wound right there. So good shot. Shouldn't have damaged any meat, and she will be some good eating. But I'm gonna finish packing the stand up, go back and get the cart, and give you a better look. All right guys, well here she is. Not the biggest doe I've killed, not the smallest. Definitely happy to have her. Not the deer with the white feet that I was after. I honestly thought, I looked through the binos real quick and picked her out of the group. They were kind of like strung out single file. And when I put the binoculars down and raised the gun up, they all kind of condensed again. And I thought I had retained my eye contact with her. And then when they spread out again, I thought it was this one. So I lined up, and this one started stomping its foot and looking and stomping its foot and looking right at me, just like she had done earlier. So I was just sure that this was the one with the white feet, but it ended up not being, which is okay. They all end the same, and she'll be around for me to chase next year, I believe. Definitely happy to have this one. She's going to eat just fine, and I'm going to get to work on getting her out of here. Make sure, if you haven't, like the video, comment, and then subscribe to the channel. I have a ton of other hunting videos on here. I had a really good year. I had an awesome archery buck kill. I had an awesome firearm buck kill. I'm going to try to link those in the description below. I got a muzzleloader kill from last year, and just tons of other archery and turkey hunting videos on there. If you're into hunting and fishing, you'll like the other videos on the channel. I really, really appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next one.